The Caterpillar C-Series skid steer loaders, multi-terrain loaders, and compact track loaders are designed, built, and backed by Caterpillar for exceptional performance, versatility, comfort, ease of operation, serviceability, and customer support. The CAT C-Series machines deliver, even in the toughest working conditions. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the basics of how to safely operate and maintain the CAT skid steer loader, multi-terrain loader, or compact track loader. This DVD is divided into 6 sections: safety, a walk-around inspection, operator station and controls, operator techniques and tips, machine shutdown, and machine transport. Before beginning any job, make sure you're wearing the proper safety equipment: hard hat, safety shoes, and safety glasses. Also, do a quick survey of your job site to avoid any potential hazards. Before operating any machine, read and understand the safety and operating information in the Operation and Maintenance Manual, or OMM. You'll find one in the storage compartment behind the seat. Contact your dealer if it is missing. Safety signs are also posted in several locations on your machine. Review and obey them. They are there for your protection. See your OMM for more details. Never modify your machine with things like counterweights not approved by Caterpillar, overinflated tires, or work tools not approved by Caterpillar. To check if a work tool is CAT approved, consult your OMM or call your dealer. It's important that you know and understand all the safety basics. But the machine itself also has several features to help protect you while you work. To help entry and exit, you'll find 3-point grab irons along with skid-resistant steps. Always wear your seat belt. Make sure it fits snugly. You must also put down the arm bars. The machine is equipped with a hydraulic system that keeps it from being operated if you aren't seated with the arm bars down. The parking brake automatically engages once the arm bars are raised. Other safety features include a horn, dead engine lower valve, and quick-release front door. If you must go beneath the lift arms for servicing, you must use the lift arm brace to prevent the arms from lowering. To install it, first remove the work tool. Then have someone remove the retaining pin and the lift arm brace. Now, simply extend the lift arms high enough for the lift arm brace to be put into place. Finally, put in the locking pin. To disengage the brace, raise the lift arms while another person removes the brace. Then lower the lift arms and have the other person replace the brace and the retaining pin. Remember, never go beneath the lift arms without the brace installed. Every machine is equipped with a rollover protective structure. Never remove it, modify it, drill holes, or weld to it. See the OMM for more information. In case something should block the front exit, you can quickly get out of the cab by pulling the release tag, popping out the window, and sliding out of the rear emergency exit. The cab also has a quick escape front door feature in case the rear exit is blocked. Remove the door from the machine by turning the handles in the direction indicated and removing the strut. Daily maintenance and walk-around inspections are also a crucial part of keeping you safe. This inspection should be performed at the beginning of the workday prior to starting the machine. Open the rear door. Lock the door open with the retaining pin. The service chart inside the rear door provides information on scheduled service intervals and maintenance points. Consult the OMM for more information. Check the oil level using the dipstick. Add oil if needed, making sure to tighten the cap. To check the coolant level, remove the retaining pin on the cooling grill and then raise the grill. Also check for debris. The coolant sight gauge is on the left side of the radiator. Always check the coolant level with the radiator in the down position. Add coolant if needed. Also on the cooler is the hydraulic oil top-off point. Lower the grill and replace the retaining pin. Release the latch and raise the cooling package. Check the fuel water separator. Check the fuel fill cap to be sure it's tight. Check the air filter. Check to make sure all guards are in place. Now, lower the cooling package by pushing the release mechanism on the lift strut. Replace the retaining pin and close the rear door. Now, move on to the left side of the machine. For multi-terrain loaders, inspect the sprocket rings and sleeves. Consult your OMM for replacement guidelines. Inspect the undercarriage and remove any dirt or debris. Inspect the track and drive lugs for any signs of damage, such as deep cuts, abrasions, or embedded foreign matter. Check the undercarriage wheels for damage. Minor damage such as nicks, cuts, chucking, and grooving is normal and will not adversely affect machine performance. Check the tension. For compact track loaders, inspect the undercarriage and remove any dirt or debris. Inspect the track for any signs of damage such as deep cuts, abrasions, or embedded foreign matter. Check the undercarriage wheels for damage. On skid steer loaders, check the tire pressure. Also, look for any cuts and make sure the lug nuts are tight. Check along the left lift arm for any electrical line or hydraulic line damage or leaks. Look for any structural problems, cracks, or damage. Check over the work tool for anything out of the ordinary. Remove any debris you see between the lift arm and work tool. As you move to the right of the machine, check the tires or undercarriage and hydraulic lines just as you oil fill point on the cooling package at the rear of the machine. Make sure to grease all the grease fittings at their recommended intervals. The decal on the rear door will have the locations, or you can check your OMM. Remember, when getting into the cab, Always face the machine and maintain 3 points of contact as you enter. Step only on the steps. The C-Series features an all-new sealed and pressurized cab. This keeps dirt and debris out and cold or warm air in. The result is a cleaner, quieter, and more comfortable operating environment unmatched in the industry. An air ride suspension seat is available for even greater comfort. This seat can be adjusted as well as moved fore and aft to meet your specific needs. The C-Series also features new seat-mounted joystick controls. The joysticks can be adjusted independently of the seat, as well as each other. This allows you to set up both the seat and the joysticks for maximum comfort. 2 joysticks and the throttle are all you need to control the machine. For the standard control pattern, the left joystick controls the direction of the machine. To go forward, push the joystick forward. To back up, pull the joystick backwards. To move the front of the machine left, push the joystick to the left. And to move the front of the machine right, push the joystick to the right. The right joystick controls the movement of the lift arm and work tool. To raise the lift arms, pull the joystick backwards. To lower them, push the joystick forward. To tilt the work tool back, move the joystick to the left. To tilt the work tool forward, move the joystick to the right. Float can be activated by momentarily pressing the trigger while lowering the lift arms. The buttons on top of the joysticks control auxiliary hydraulics functions. For the optional selectable pattern control, the joystick movement is as shown on the illustration. The operator can use either the hand or foot throttle to control engine speed. There are instrument panels on the upper right and left-hand corners of the cab. The panel on the upper left of the cab includes rocker switches for the following features: auxiliary hydraulic pressure release, hydraulic lockout and interlock override, rear work lights, front work lights, multi-function switch for left-hand trigger, auxiliary electric control, auto level control, and the hydraulic quick coupler control. The front left display panel includes the fuel level gauge, service hour meter, selectable pattern control switch, parking brake switch, engine start, and 12-volt plug. The front left display panel also includes alert indicators. On the first row, moving from left to right, there's the driver alert, alternator output, parking brake, and seat belt and armrest indicators. On the second row, you'll see the hydraulic high flow, continuous flow, work tool system, hydraulics, glow plug starting aid, and engine indicators. The third row includes the machine security system, 2-speed control, work speed control, ride control, joystick control pattern 1, and joystick control pattern 2 indicators. There's also an audible alarm for these operating parameters. See the operation and maintenance manual for detailed explanation of warning levels indicated by the alert indicators and action alarms. The optional Advanced Machine Information and Control System is located on the right front panel engine coolant temperature and hydraulic oil temperature gauges, as well as a digital display screen for information on engine speed, selectable implement control, selectable work speed control, and service modes. When equipped, the right panel also includes rocker switches for the beacon, hazard flashers, roading lights, and turn signals. The panel on the upper right of the cab includes rocker switches for the selectable work speed control and the speed-sensitive ride control. The fan speed, air conditioning, and temperature controls are also located here. Before you operate the machine, make sure no one is on or close to the machine. Adjust your seat. Fasten your seatbelt. Lower the arm bars. Make sure the joystick controls are in neutral. Set the throttle to half throttle. Now, turn the key to start. Leave the throttle at half throttle during warm-up. Select an operating pattern if equipped. Disengage the parking brake. Once the brake is released, you'll be able to use the joystick controls. Always warm up the engine and hydrostatic system. Use the glance at the instrument panel to make sure no alert indicators are on. Also, check the hydraulics by raising the lift arm. Tilt the quick coupler to cycle the hydraulic oil. Now, lower the lift arms and tilt the quick coupler backward. You're ready to move the left joystick forward. Start slowly as you move ahead. Let's begin by attaching the work tool. Before doing this, check the proper procedures in your OMM. Your machine may be equipped with a manual or optional hydraulic quick coupler. If your machine is equipped with the hydraulic quick coupler, the work tool can be engaged from inside the cab. Tilt the coupler forward as you slowly drive into the work tool. Lift and tilt the coupler and work tool back to allow the tool to fully seat. Engage the hydraulic quick coupler pins using the switch in the cab. To make sure the work tool is secure, tilt the work tool down, putting pressure on it. Then back drag it on the ground so you can see that there's no movement between the work tool and the coupler. Check your OMM for specific instructions regarding each type of work tool. If you are trying to engage a hydromechanical work tool, relieve the hose line hydraulic pressure before exiting the machine. With the arm bars down, shut off the machine. Turn the key to auxiliary power. Release the parking brake, and then press the auxiliary hydraulic pressure release switch on the left-hand gauge panel and hold for 4 seconds. Now, safely exit the machine. Before you hook up the hydraulic lines, route the standard flow lines through the hose guide on the left lift arm. Check your OMM for the proper routing for each type of work tool. Make sure they're clean. Connect the hydraulic lines from the work tool to the auxiliary hydraulic connectors. To disconnect a work tool, relieve the auxiliary hydraulic pressure. Disconnect all of the lines and uncouple the work tool. Always connect the work tool lines to each other to reduce the risk of contamination and to reduce the pressure buildup in the work tool lines. This will make it easier to connect the lines to the machine. There are a couple of important things to remember when using either a general purpose or multi-purpose bucket. Try to keep the lift arms down and the bucket low to absorb shock through the frame instead of the lift arms. When using a skid steer loader, keep all 4 tires on the ground. For multi-terrain loaders or compact track loaders, keep the full length of the rubber track on the ground. When loading, keep moving forward into the pile and tilt the bucket as the material starts to fill it. Avoid spinning the tires or tracks. When fitted with pallet forks, the Caterpillar skid steer loader, multi-terrain loader, or compact track loader becomes an efficient material handling machine. When using forks, always remember to keep the load low while moving. Don't turn quickly while a load is raised. This can be a tipping hazard. Always adjust the forks to the proper width for the material being carried. Once the load is picked up, tilt the pallet forks back toward the machine to help prevent the load from moving. There are a wide variety of CAT work tools available from your Caterpillar dealer. Take the time to learn how to properly operate work tools to get the most out of your machine. We've walked you through some of the basic procedures, but before you try any of them, you need to know some important do's and don'ts. We can't anticipate every potentially hazardous situation, but these serve as good rules of thumb. First, never overload the work tool. Read your manual for the operating instructions and limits. Always keep the work tool low for the best stability. Travel up and down slopes with the heaviest end of your machine uphill. Never exceed a slope greater than 3:1 or 18.4 degrees. When operating a multi-terrain loader or compact track loader, keep the full length of the rubber track on the ground. Make gradual turns instead of sharp turns on a slope. Always keep the work tool low for the best stability. Never take on a rider. The machine is equipped for only one person, the operator. Never leave the operator's seat while the engine is running. Never try to start the machine from outside the cab. Always keep your hands and feet in the cab. Make sure that your machine has the proper safety equipment for the tool that you're using. When you are using a work tool that may create flying debris, your machine should be equipped with a front polycarbonate door. Always park the machine on level ground. Always lower your lift arms, resting the work tool firmly on the ground. Let the machine idle for a few minutes. Turn off the engine. Remove the key. Always remember to face the machine and maintain 3 points of contact as you get out. Do a final walk around to make sure everything is in good shape. To haul the skid steer loader, multi-terrain loader, or compact track loader from site to site, first select a trailer based on the weight and dimensions of the machine and work tool found in your OMM. Be sure to obey all state and local laws governing the weight, width, and length of a load. Position the ramps so the machine will be centered in the trailer. The ramp spacing should match the tire tread width on the skid steer loader or the rubber track tread width on the multi-terrain loader or compact track loader. Always travel on the ramp with the heaviest end uphill. While that is usually the rear of the loader, note that certain work tools can have an effect on that. Position the machine according to the trailer manufacturer's guidelines for transporting the machine. Lower the work tool so it rests firmly on the trailer. Stop the engine and remove the key. Use both tie-downs on the rear bumper and both on the front of the frame under the steps. The Caterpillar C-Series skid steer loaders, multi-terrain loaders, and compact track loaders. for exceptional performance and versatility, ease of operation, comfort, serviceability, and customer support.